Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Grace, also known as MsLewaFaces, and as you guys can tell by the title, I am coming to you guys with my top 10 tips on traveling with a toddler. So if you guys are interested in this video, keep on watching. If you guys are new to my channel, I do have an 18-month-old baby girl, and she is becoming quite well traveled if you ask me. She has been on the plane a couple times now. The first time she was on the plane was when she was 6 months. Then she went again when she was about 10 months. She went again when she was 1, and she will be going on a plane a couple times this summer, and we're actually getting ready to travel probably right before this video goes up. So I feel like I know a couple things about traveling with a toddler. So I wanted to share with you guys my top 10 tips that I utilize when I am traveling with my baby girl. Most of the time I do travel with someone. It's usually me, her, and my sister, or me, her, and her father, but there has been a couple times where it's just been me and her. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into my top 10 tips. So the first tip is to dress comfortably. I know before I had a baby, sometimes I would like to get really cute. Sometimes I've even traveled in heels, but now that I have a toddler, and if she is definitely traveling with me, I'm going to be comfortable. I'm going to be wearing sneakers. I'm probably going to be wearing a jogging set. I'll still look decent. I'll still look cute, but I'm going to be comfortable just in case I have to chase after her, especially if it's a connecting flight, which I try not to do when I am traveling with her. I try to get our flights to be direct, but sometimes you do have a connecting flight. You just want to make sure you're comfortable, because up until about the age of 2, they are a lap child, so you want to be comfortable, especially if the child is going to be sitting on your lap throughout the flight. Number 2, try and take an early morning flight or a late night flight. I know that's not accommodating to everyone, but if you're going to take an early morning flight, the chances of your toddler sleeping on the plane are more likely. Also, if you take a late night flight, the chances of them sleeping is also very likely. If you take a flight that's like kind of mid-afternoon, they'll probably sleep for a little bit, and then they'll wake up and they'll be ready to play and pretty much all that good stuff. So if you can, I would definitely suggest to take an early morning flight or a late night flight, just to ensure that your child is going to sleep on the plane. Number 3, pack snacks. When you're going through TSA, they do allow certain snacks. They'll probably go through it to make sure everything is safe, but they do allow you to take certain snacks onto the plane. They even allow you to take liquids through, because you are traveling with a small child, so they do allow those things. But I'm telling you, pack snacks. Pack more than you think you'll need. Pack some new snacks that they've tried that you don't really give them too often. Just make sure you have snacks, because there's one thing that keeps children busy is their favorite snack. Number 4, pack entertainment. What my sister told me before my very first flight with my daughter was to have some new toys that she hasn't played with, that she hasn't seen. Pack those type of toys. But now that she's a toddler, I still pack entertainment. The main source of entertainment for her now, aside from her toys, is her iPad. So I do make sure that I have like new videos and songs and games downloaded for her to play with when we are on the plane. Number 5, pack lightly. I know this is kind of like, well, you're traveling with a toddler, so how are you really going to pack lightly? When I say pack lightly, I mean your bag. Make sure it's not too heavy, because remember, you still have a child to take care of, and the last thing you want to do is carrying a heavy backpack. I like to use my backpack diaper bag, especially when I'm traveling, because it's on my back, and then I have my 2 hands that are free. But make sure you're packing lightly. If you're going to have a hand luggage, make sure it's not too heavy, because you're going to have your toddler in your hand or holding your hand, and then you don't want to also be pulling a heavy hand luggage at the same time. Number 6, utilize your stroller. When Naomi was little, our very first time that we traveled, I did have her in the carrier, so I carried her in the front of me in the carrier. They do have some carriers where you could carry them in the back, but if you're traveling by yourself, it might not be as easy to get your toddler on your back and also to remove them. So I say utilize your stroller, because you could take your stroller through TSA and check it at the gate, and then when you get to your destination, your stroller will be there waiting for you. So that's why I say utilize your stroller. That way your toddler is not only in the stroller and not running around, you have them in one place, and also you can just easily push them with the diaper bag on your back or anything like that. So I definitely say utilize your stroller. I know that when I travel, and what I plan to do this time around is use the stroller a second time. Number 7, try and get a window seat. I say get a window seat because you only have to worry about one person, meaning the person next to you that your toddler might disrupt. So if you have a window seat next to you, you have that window right there, so there's nobody for your toddler to kick or tap or possibly spill something on. Also, you have the window right there for your toddler to kind of like look out the window as you guys are going up and kind of keep them distracted as well. Number 8, if your toddler can't understand, I would say go ahead and prep them for the upcoming trip. Go ahead and read them books pertaining to airplanes. Also go and tell them, you know, that you're going on an airplane, kind of to get their mind ready for the trip that's coming up. I feel that if you prepare them a little bit, it won't be as scary if it's their first time, and also they'll be preparing to go ahead and ride on an airplane. Number 9, go ahead and arrive earlier than usual. Never say, oh, you have enough time. When you're going to the airport, you already arrive earlier than necessary just in case the TSA line is long. Also, you know, you have to check in your bags, all of that stuff. But when you are traveling with a toddler or a child, I suggest to go ahead and leave even earlier because you never know what could happen. You might need to change the child's diaper. I know I have had to do that at the airport a couple of times. I know when, I believe it was her first flight, right before we were about to get on, she did number 2, so I had to go ahead and change her diaper before we got on the plane. But thank God that we still had that free time because we did get to the airport early, so I was able to change her diaper and I still had time without missing my flight or without feeling the need to rush. Number 10, this is the biggest tip that I can give you, and it is to remain calm. No matter what situation, whether your child, you know, messes up their clothes, whether they cry the whole flight, whether they don't want to play with the games that you brought, whether they just, you know, have a full-out temper tantrum on the plane, I promise you, you keeping your cool throughout whatever may happen when you are traveling with your toddler is going to be the best advice that I can give you, because children feed off our energy. So if you're starting to panic or you're worried about how the child is disrupting the other people on the airplane, the child will feed off of that energy. So I say, just no matter what the circumstances, just remain calm. 9 times out of 10, there are people on the plane who have been in your situation before. So these are my top 10 tips for traveling with a toddler. I hope this was helpful to some of the new moms that may come across this video. Again, if you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe. If you like this video and want to see more videos like this, you guys know what to do. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Also follow me on all my social media outlets to keep up with me in between uploads, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.